Hello everyone, this is Tailspin109, and welcome back to Welcome to Let's Play Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo. A game that many claim to be one of the greatest games of all time and the best Metroid game of all time, and I will say I think it's the best 2D Metroid game, but there is still one other Metroid game that I praise even more than this one, even though this game is still really good. And I did get all the energy tanks once. Look at that. So, yep. I am going to go through this game. It's not a very long game, as you clearly saw. It took me under 3.5 hours, but it's still going to be fun. Yeah, I want this to be, and this to be, and this to be. Yeah, I've never found the most comfortable way, in my opinion, to play this game. That is one thing I can say about this game. The controls, no matter what you do, they take some getting used to. Wait, is this right? Yeah, I think that's what I usually go with. Alright, time to play.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
I first battled the Metroids on planet Zebes. It was there that I foiled the plans of the space pirate leader, Mother Brain, to use the creatures to attack galactic civilization. I next fought the Metroids on their home world, SR-388. I completely eradicated them, except for a larva, which after hatching followed me like a confused child. I personally delivered it to the Galactic Research Station by series so scientists could study its energy-producing qualities. The scientists' findings were astounding. They discovered that the powers of the Metroid might be harnessed for the good of civilization. Satisfied that all was well, I left the station to seek a new bounty to hunt. But I had hardly gone beyond the asteroid belt when I picked up a distress signal. Sarah's station was under attack. So I'm just gonna say it right now, for a 16-bit game, this has got some impressive atmosphere. Just get a feel of how isolated this place is and how there's pretty much nothing to do. First time we really had a prologue section in a Metroid game, instead of just going right into the action. Yeah, this is usually how I have the controls set up. Well, here's the Metroid hatchling. But what happened to everybody? This is strange. Well, at least it's alright. Huh? Ridley! Probably the most reoccurring antagonist in the franchise. Here's the first boss of the game. It's hard. It can charge at you, shoot fire at you, which doesn't do too much, but most dangerous of all really can whack her tail at you to deal major damage. Thing is, you don't have to beat Ridley at this point in the game. If you lose too much health, Ridley will just leave. But it's fun to try and beat her anyway, because it's a bit of a challenge, except Ridley was stuck in a loop for the longest time. Shoot her enough times, she will drop the Metroid hatchling and, well, leave. Really, you just fight for the fun of it, and it's fun because it's hard, and it feels achieving when I do win. Oh, see? Now this is when Ridley leaves. Emergency. Emergency. Self-destruct sequence activated. Evacuate colony immediately. So we got 1 minute to get out, or else it's game over. So, yeah, you can get a game over in the prologue sequence. Thankfully, most of it isn't too hard. Once you start getting a bit further in, though, you have these steam puffs coming out trying to slow you down. They don't hurt you, they just slow you down. In this next room, there's debris falling, which, again, doesn't hurt you, it just slows you down. And then this last part, we get a really cool Super Nintendo effect in which everything just starts moving about. Everything's going completely unstable. It's pretty easy since, well, it's the prologue part, but really awesome right there. That's just really cool. Fantastic way to start the game, I must say. And, yeah, it explodes like a power bomb. We'll see power bombs later. Not so much later. But we'll see them. Now we go to Planet Zebes, which is where the first game took place. So yay! Don't worry, it's not exactly like it was in the first game. It's much bigger. Here we land once again, feeling lost, but now and then I breathe it in to let it go. And you don't know where you are now. Okay, I'm done. Admittedly, I didn't watch Victorious much when I was like 12, in the year like 2012, but it had a nice theme song. For anyone that knows what I'm talking about, sure that there are much better shows, but still. Oh, see this? We can't shoot that. For anyone that's played the original Metroid, you need missiles to open different colored doors. And we can't go this way yet. So let's see, we're in a place called Criteria, and yeah, this time around, Samus can get a lot of stuff. Once again, everything just seems so eerily quiet, it's unnerving. Hey, this looks familiar. What's going on? This looks like Torium, but we're in a place called Crateria. Or Criteria. This is the old Mother Brain room. Nostalgic flashbacks. Traumatic flashbacks. And an elevator. That's not right. Who cares? They changed it up a bit. They're allowed to do it. Besides, we're in Brinstar. And we know this is Brinstar because this looks exactly like the first game in 16-bit. And just like the original Metroid, we get our first power-up, the Morphing Ball, in the same exact spot. And this time it is called the Morph Ball. Well, Morphine Ball. Something's watching us. What is going on? Oh, well, let's just explore the rest. And new to... Well, okay... Metroid 2 actually did as well. Never mind, you can shoot downward. But new to the game, as I demonstrated in the Ridley boss, you can shoot diagonally, upward and downward. Well, yeah, the L button's downward. So, what's in here? It can't be Brinstar Depths, right? No, it's just our second power-up, the missile. Yep, like the original Metroid, the missile is once again our next power-up after the Morph Ball, but we get it a lot more easily this time. Thank goodness. And, once again, like the original Metroid, missile expansions give you 5. Yep, we no longer get 10 like we did in Metroid 2, but then again, Metroid 2, missiles were required so much it was... Ah, yeah, the energy tank is still here, Unfortunately, there is no way to get it, and once again, we are being watched. Remember that energy tank for later. I like the little tributes and such to the original game. Even though this was only the 3rd game. There is something unnerving about the idea of being watched. There really is. This music is eerie too. Once again, I don't know how they managed to get the atmosphere so good considering this is a 16-bit game. I mean, the original Metroid had some pretty good atmosphere for an 8-bit system, and once again, Metroid proved it could be atmospheric in 16-bit. So, now we go back and... oh, these are the guys that have been watching us. Now, one thing I really do like about this game is that it will not give you health or ammo if you don't need it, so that the stuff you do need, you'll be able to pick it up a lot more easily. That is honestly probably the smartest idea ever, and I don't know why none of the other Metroid games seem to have ever done that. Even though this is only my 2nd favorite Metroid game, this is still one thing this game did much better than any of the other games. The first 2 games, of course, they came before this, so yeah. The other games, though, they probably should have thought of doing that more often. Because it's annoying having to grind, but you just don't get what you're looking for. And yeah, these guys can jump from wall to wall. You can wall jump in this game. It takes getting used to, though. Real getting used to. And yeah, now the enemies are here. We got the classic zoomers. Going here I don't think is going to... yeah, not right now. We can't go that way just yet. We still need to get the bombs. There we go. Just want to make sure I don't use up more than I have to. And in here is a long hallway. More enemies. Yay. All these enemies we have seen before. And now they aren't that much of a hassle anymore. And this is a map station. Now we get a map. Of course, there are still secrets to find in Criteria. But as you can see, we've checked a decent amount. By the way, you can deactivate stuff anytime you wish. I don't know why you would want to deactivate stuff. Especially because they are mandatory for getting through the game. But I didn't design the game. That is one thing I do kind of question in this game. Why do that? I don't know. And now, just like the original Metroid, there are 2 health types, the 5 and the 20. But this time, you can actually see what they look like. Hooray. Okay. And here is our save room. Save. It looks kind of cool. Yay. I like cool stuff. Cool stuff is cool. Now we've actually got to find some areas we couldn't go to before. And I know where to go, only because I played this game quite a few times. I can't 100% it though, no, that's too hard. We can go in here. Ow, debris hit me. Oh well. What am I gonna do about it? Ow. Alright, let's get some more missiles. This is why I didn't bother to kill all of them. Alright, now you have to give me missiles. Dang it. Thanks. Well, now I kind of need health again. Okay, cool. Moving on. Let's go in here. Oh, look, another statue. Oh, look, the bombs. We are getting so much stuff. Cool. Samus kind of looks like Simon Belmont there. Anyone else think that? That's what I think. Oh, well, let's get out. Huh? Well, how do I get out of here now? That's just great. Huh? Whoa. Whoa, dude. Chill. Chill, it's your job. I'm supposed to take whatever you have. So anyways, this guy, he can walk up to you and try to punch you like that, which can't really do much of. And he can also spit out some bomb stuff, as you saw, and he also has shockwaves, but he pretty much never uses them. Just spam all your stuff into his chest, and that's pretty much it. You'll probably end up destroying his head in the process. He moves faster afterwards. There really wasn't enough time to explain. It's a really easy boss. Alright, now I'm gonna run because running is cool. So, that was the second boss of the game, but really it was the first real one, because it's the first one we actually had to kill. Because that one actually would have killed us. And look! The game shows us how to properly use them. Yay, this game is now officially a step up from the first two games, because it actually shows us how to use the items we get, which I think is smart. That's why I call it good game design. I am going to go down for a quick moment. There was a room I wanted to go into earlier, but couldn't really do anything in. Yeah, remember this room? I want to go in here. Now we can destroy these. Hooray. You can't destroy them with anything else. They only go down with the bombs. For another missile expansion. Now we got 15. Don't you love easy to find stuff? Alright. Hold it. Wasn't there like a... Yeah. There, now I don't have to waste my time bombing everything. Hooray. And... yeah, I'm going to move on to the next area, because I have time still. Jump. Jump. That was a bad jump. I'm bad. There we go. And yet, you gotta use bombs to go through here. If you have the map, you will be able to see that, and, well, you'll be able to move on. Teaching you how to use the map to your advantage, that is also incredibly smart. This game made some pretty smart decisions. Of course, this was a 16-bit age. I guess people are a little more conscientious about game design. And we get an energy tank. As we all know, that gives us a whole 100 extra units of energy to carry. Hooray. Yep, more space pirates. Oh, these guys only go down with missiles, right? Give me energy. Thank you. There we go. Might as well. Right? Although, there's really nothing to do over here. This is actually where the end of the game is. But you can get a sneak peek preview of the 4 huge guardians we'll have to deal with. Obviously, Ridley was going to be one of them because we already saw her. Most Metroid games have Ridley. It's always kind of weird when one doesn't now. Can't hurt these guys with regular shots. Probably could with missiles, but I never want to. And don't shoot this thing. It makes it mad, and it spits stuff at you that is bad. Bad stuff is bad. Good stuff is good. Like elevators. Alright, now we're gonna go back into Brinstar, and so... see more familiar looking stuff, and find the familiar positioned items. This isn't Brinstar. It's too grassy. Sure enough, it is Brinstar. Just a completely different section of it. Don't worry, these guys aren't quite as tough as they were in the original game. Alright, I'm out of missiles. That means I want more. Can I get more? I hope. Because I need to open more doors. Oh great, I can't leave. Oh well. Well, I'm getting some missiles. Like I wanted. Ah, look at that, a secret passage. Wanna give me something? Thank you. What's in here? The map! So, now we have the map, and we can see we needed missiles to get to the next save station. Great. 16-bit chorus. I like it. I really do. We're gonna have to kill the guys again to unlock the door on the other side. Thankfully, we can kill side hoppers from up there. Now, before I go to the save station, I want to go in here and listen to this awesome music. Alright, so this will bring us something new. You need to run to cross past the constantly breaking tiles, but we can't move fast enough to get through there. So, right now, this is as good as we can do. Bombs. Bombs away. I missed. Alright. Let's save. And that will do it for this video. We've seen all the introduction stuff, and next time we will explore this grassy region of Brinstar. Until then, this has been Tales for 109, and have a nice day.